Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to the first Hong Kong scene since downtime. Tonight we are introing a new shifter by the name of Wolf Pup, played by Kim. Say hi, Kim.
Hi,
Okay.
people.
All right. So as we are beginning the scene, there's a new. The name of the scene is Sniffing Around the Town. I figured it'd be appropriate for a lupus black fury coming into the city.
Nah.
Um, And we have Jason. We have Tiger playing Bosco, and I will be playing random NPCs at this point. And go ahead and start us off.
So
Is
Bosco's just kind of wandering around the town, um, doing Bosco things and whatnot.
for my own curiosity, is he interested at all in going to check out the new murder, or is he going to leave that to somebody else?
He might be down. I don't know. He hasn't actually gotten a chance to check out a murder. He's my only character that hasn't yet. So
Yeah, that's true. Let's see list.
that probably shouldn't be this scene though.
No, it won't. It will not be because that could just that turn really bad really quick for a brand new character.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. With
Okay.
a 5-year-old looking girl with rage 5, how would people react to her?
Most people will be shying away from anybody with Rage 5. God help you if you ever get more, because at that point, people will start thinking there's really something wrong with you and start running away.
So really, you have a Rage 5 Bosco and a Rage 5 5-year-old girl wandering around Hong Kong.
It's gonna be like, oh dear God, run away, run away.
Actually, is Bosco Rage 5? I don't remember. I brought up his Rage.
What the hell are my shifters PCs?
Yeah, he only has Rage 5. Okay, cool. Anywho.
Continuing on.
Yeah, Bosco's wandering around, doing Bosco things.
I guess my character will be wandering around in human form looking for anybody that's not going to shy away from her.
Describe her.
Well, she's a lupus, so normally she wouldn't be in human form, but since she keeps dropping the knife that her mother left her when she's in lupus, she's staying in human form just to carry it around, since it's the last thing she has of her mother.
So, wait, there's a Rage 5 little girl wandering around with a bone dagger.
I thought it was a bang dagger.
Fang dagger, yeah.
It's a dagger that's made out of bone.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So she's
waving it
getting
around,
looks.
keeping it covered.
She's getting looks. Just yeah. People are like, now granted, there's a lot of crap going around, but yeah. So
She's not waving it around. She's just keeping it close and keeping it covered.
okay, just making sure.
She
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how much rage O'Malley has.
Enough.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
she's got very black hair. And eyes, they're kind of goldish brown. And she appears to she's wearing 2 gold bracelets and 2 gold ankle bracelets. Wearing a silk dress.
Hey, your mic's muting on and off.
Oh shit, my bad. I was typing. I forgot that happens.
No problem.
What did you hear?
Bits and pieces.
Okay.
After the gold bracelets and the gold ankle bracelets, it just started chopping back and forth.
And she's wearing a silk dress that looks almost ceremonial.
Okay. So definitely drawing eyes. So a Hong Kong police officer is going to walk up to her, kneel, and kind of get down to her level and say, "Are you lost, little girl?"
I'm looking for friends of mine.
Well, what are these friends like? Do you have names?
I don't remember them. They're my mom's friends.
Well, do you have any names or any locations where they are?
No.
He clicks on his radio. 212 to Central. Central, go ahead. Got a lost little girl out here. Seems to be missing her parents. I'm going to bring her in for processing. See if we can't get some fingerprints and find out where she belongs. Affirmative. Watch out for crazies. Affirmative. Uh, have we heard anything from the PLA after their little incident? Negative. Proceed with caution. Affirmative.
Out of character, is this guy completely unaffected by her rage?
He's got the caregiver flaw, so it's not that he's unaffected by her rage. It's that it's a little girl walking around lost and alone. He's like
Okay.
His heart's bleeding right now. So
Okay, that's fair.
yeah. So
He's
it's
making
it's
like
it's
a
like
kinfolk or something.
no, it's like a caregiver flaw with caregiver nature is just overwhelming his self-preservation. So he reaches down to take her hand. I need to take you to my car so I can get you over to the precinct, okay?
Sure.
Right. He leads her over to the car, and he clicks on his. He starts it up, puts her in the back seat, and you hear a voice beside you. Shh! Don't say anything. Just listen. Nod if you understand me.
She's
Okay.
making a really weird face, but
Okay.
she'll not.
Okay. These mortals don't know what's going on. I'm gonna take you to your kind, okay? Nod if you understand.
She's nodding.
Right. So you see a slight ripple, and the door opens. The cop looks around confused, and then goes back to what he was working on. And the ripple slides out of the car. It helps her get out of the car, and then you see it kind of shift, and it looks like a hobo wearing ratty clothing and matted down hair, beady eyes. He touches the car, and it just starts to short out and die. And the cop looks really confused. He then goes, "Go, go, 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 go," and points off towards where he probably points off in a random direction.
She'll run towards that direction.
Okay, Bosco, you're out in the streets and you see a cop car malfunctioning and a little black-haired girl running away from it. The cop gets out. What?
Sorry, you go ahead.
So there's a cop in the car. He gets out and he looks at the hobo. "What are you doing? Why are you messing with my car?" And the hobo's just like, "Me no speak English." He's like, "I'm speaking Mandarin, genius. I'm speaking Cantonese, genius. Me no speak a Cantonese."
For the record, neither of us understand that because neither of us speak Cantonese.
Okay, so you just see a back and forth between the cop and the cop and the hobo who's just standing there. Hold up, you recognize him? He's a kinfolk. I mean, not a kinfolk. He's a ratkin.
Okay.
So
Bosco's gonna walk up to the cop.
are you doing anything about the little girl running away?
The what?
Doing anything about the little girl running away?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Are you doing anything about the little girl running away?
Yeah, like I'll kind of like wave at her, try and get her attention.
So you see this big 6'8" Russian guy waving at you.
She'll go up to him and ask, "Are you a alpha?"
Yep.
So the ratkin and the cop are just talking back and forth, with the cop desperately trying to convince the guy that yes, he does understand Cantonese because he's speaking Cantonese, even though he says he doesn't understand Cantonese. And
Wait,
what? Oh,
The guy said that the cop is human and he doesn't understand our ways.
no, I'm going to go speak to him.
so just back and forth, and then all of a sudden he looks up as Bosco walks over. You're one of the bouncers from the Emerald Mother, aren't you?
No.
Can I help you?
What is... Why are you harassing my friend here? And he'll kind of gesture at the Ratkin.
Ratkin just looks up at him. And says in perfect Canton. Wait, what languages does he speak? Does your character speak? Russian?
He speaks English and Russian, and that's it.
So in perfect Russian, he looks up at him and says, he's trying to say that I understand Cantonese, but I'm obviously not speaking Cantonese. Am I speaking Cantonese to you?
And Bosco turned back to him and say in perfect Russian, No, you sound like you're speaking Russian to me.
And he'll just look over at the cop and say, in Cantonese, which you wouldn't understand. See, I'm speaking Russian. You get the Russian up. The cop's just like, I really don't have the time for this. If this is your friend who's clearly mentally unstable, could you please take him home?
No, I will take care of him.
Thank you. Where did the little girl go? There was a little girl wandering around, boss. I was going to take her into the precinct.
I am friends of her mother. I will take care of her as well.
Okay. He'll pull out his card and hand it to you. Good way to get you a first out of police influence, just so you're saying. My name's Ching Po, in case you need anything. Let me know. I'm really wanting to make sure that little girl's taken care of.
Well, it'll be fine, officer. Thank you, and have a safe evening.
He'll nod, and as the Ratkin's walking away from the car, I'll slap the bumper and I'll stop malfunctioning. and the cop just looks really confused. So the Ratkin, who you know's name is eats trash for fun. Guess how he got that D name?
I don't know. Kind of sketchy.
Heads back over to where the little girl is. He'll look down. He'll look at the little girl and say, "My name is Eats Trash for Fun."
I don't have a name yet.
Oh, we'll get you a name. How old are you?
Okay, so 7 years, 1 year, so she'll say about 7 or 8 months.
That makes sense. All right, we should probably get her to the sept. Bosco, do you have a vehicle? In order to maintain this look, I don't have anything I can take her in.
I can probably borrow one from Charlie or something. It'll be fine.
Okay. Let's get her to the sept. Can you take her? I've got to go back to doing some stuff. The licks in the sewer are acting funny about some kind of clown that they found. I'm going to go spy on them.
Interesting. Let me know how that turns out, though.
Okay. He will walk over to a sewer grate, pop it open, and slide down into it.
Ratkin. He'll just kind of shake his head.
She'll be looking way up at Bosco, and to be honest, she's been running, so her feet are bare and dirty. She'll look up at him and hold her arms up.
I guess he'll lift her up and put her on his shoulder or something, and then just kind of start walking over to Charlie's place.
Charlie's not there. He's actually over at Arthur's. So, I'm guessing his car's there, though.
Yeah, Bosco will just text him and say, "Hey, I'm borrowing your car. I'll bring it back later. It's for a good cause."
Text that to James just for the up and up.
Okay.
What'd you say, Kim?
I said, don't even ask, just take it.
Like to see him stop me. I'm Bosco.
So you get in the car. You know where he keeps his spare keys for the car. You get in and you drive it over to the barn. Do we even have a warder? I think that's Tannenbaum, isn't it?
Probably. I don't know the fucking werewolf one. Cause I'm Carol.
Yeah, I know, but just there's such little information that I should have had on certain NPCs that I don't have.
Anyways,
Yeah,
fuck everyone.
yeah, pretty much.
So she'll be asking a million miles an hour. What is this thing? What is that thing? Where are we going?
This is car. At this building, we are going to set. Place where Guru live. Like, actually, are you a Guru? Are you a wolf? Or what are you?
Is it safe to say that nobody can see her right now?
Yeah, it's. I'm sure he's got tinted windows, and you're very tiny anyway. So.
Can I just transform into Lupus without?
Yeah, you can drop the breed form.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Since Tannenbaum's in a rune, I'm going to say that she's the warder.
Makes sense to me.
Right. Although I've seen Faladox warders, a rude warder makes more sense in a city at war.
Yeah.
All right, so she transforms into tiny wolf puppy.
She'll probably just curl up and watch him, see his reaction.
Oh, like I thought. Wolf. I'll just keep driving.
Pure
Being
breed
very-
5, so obviously Black Fury.
Yeah.
All right, you drive on. You get to the sept. You see that Tannenbaum's actually out farther into the bond, out more into the bond than usual. She's got a rifle across her back, and she's looking around very carefully.
Bosco's gonna wave.
Sorry, it's Rachel. Yeah, she'll just nod and put the rifle aside, and wave you over.
Come with me, though.
So this lady is Black Fury?
No, this is what do glasswalkers typically look like? She's got no.
They're
No
generally
discernible
they
pure
don't
breed.
have really a distinct appearance because they don't have pure breed or anything.
Right. That's
So
what I thought. So, because of the Tannenbaum, I'm going to say she's kind of Irish, maybe Irish Norse. Blue eyes, red hair, attractive. Well, not really attractive. She's only appearance too. Has kind of a chip on her shoulder kind of look about her. It's kind of unnerving to see a guru walking around with a sniper rifle on her back. Not to mention the fact that she's carrying other weapons on her as well. This is the sort of thing that would be like, well, why would a guru have firearms on her? That sort of thing. So she waves you over. So she's basically giving you permission to enter the bond. And sees the little wolf. Did you shift back, or are you still wolf puppy form?
I'm still in the wolf puppy form.
Okay. She sees the puppy following you. Bosco, what'd you find?
the guru figured I would bring her to you guys.
All right. So this person who's like about 6 foot even kneels down and growls at you. Where are your parents? She's saying this as she's growling. She's using guru speak, so she's growling and speaking at the same time.
Oh, okay. Did you pick up the knife, or am I just carrying it in my mouth like an awkward pup?
You'd probably just be carrying it around. Bosco's not going to take someone's fetish from him, and that's clearly something that's a fetish.
She'll put the knife on the ground and be like, my mother has been killed protecting me from marriage.
Someone tried to force a mate on you? At your age? That doesn't sound right.
An alpha wanted me to mate with his kinfolk son.
Meanwhile, Bosco has no idea what the fuck's going on because he doesn't speak wolf speak.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Tannenbaum gives off Rage 7. So it's a little unnerving to other shifters. You're a Black Fury, and someone tried to force you to mate with a kinfolk. I don't know much about your tribe, other than that typically doesn't happen. So that she was
refused, and she took me away, and the other alpha was so angered. I don't know which one it would be, had her killed.
Neither are.
Was this a kinfolk of your own tribe? Do you even know that?
She doesn't know.
Well, you'll be safe from that here. There's actually a Black Fury Lupus who just gave birth, who's on the sept as well. Maybe you can play with her puppies. I'll introduce you at a later point. For now, we need to get you settled and briefed on what's going on in the city.
She'll kind of get closer to Bosco when she hears there's another Black Fury around. She's not too sure about that.
You'll be safe. She's like you. Black Fury, Lupus born, protective of cubs. I'll introduce you to O'Malley. He's the den mother. So she'll straighten up and look over at Bosco. You're welcome to come on the sept, of course. It seems this little girl is fond of you.
Oh, yeah. She was about to be taken into, not custody, but processing, I believe.
The humans and their misguided perceptions on protection. Well, thank you for getting her away from that.
Plus, there was a Ratkin as well. Eats trash for fun, I believe his name is.
Such a stupid name for a ratkin. I'll never understand them. He was a ratkin, whatever ratkin after Ragabash. That's what the guy was. So
I don't think they have one. Like their whole auspices are super fucking weird.
I'll have to take a look at it later. If O'Malley's in the sept with the rest of the children, if you want to go take her to him. I'm keeping watch. There's been with all the murders happening and all the other things, explosions, things like that, I've become a little weary of things that are happening on my sept.
Oh, it's understandable.
You see her unsling the sniper rifle, shoulder it, and look through the scope at something over your shoulder. She then lowers it. I thought I saw something white.
I would be wary of it.
Are these
something like that a week or so ago?
The ones that almost killed you?
Ah.
Oh, thank you for the warning. I will make sure that I'll keep my eyes open for it. Go on and go see O'Malley. I'm sure he's more than anxious to take in a new cub.
He'll nod and just kind of look down at the wolf pup.
She'll put her paws on his chest. Be picked up again.
Just kind of sigh and pick her up and then walk into the sept.
All right. As you're walking into the sept, you see a red-headed boy sitting down with a computer still on the bond. He looks ticked off that he has to be away from the sept to do it, but he's tapping rather fervently. You recognize this is Brian. This is Rachel Tenenbaum's son.
Brian?
Bosco, what brings you here?
Well, welcoming a new member to your set.
Oh, well. He looks at the little puppy and says, and shifts to his own, got mixed morph, shifts his vocal cords so he can speak and says, "Welcome. If you need anything, I'm Brian. You probably ran past my mother already. Uh, hopefully, you'll find sanctuary here in the midst of all this chaos." Then he shifts his vocal cords back normal and looks up at Bosco. Did you hear about what happened at the PLA?
Yeah, what happened?
Apparently, the regional commandant's been revealed to be the perpetrator of the terrorist attacks.
I would not believe everything I hear.
Well, who is it?
I don't know, but that seems odd, you know?
Yeah, why would why would anybody in the PL? Well, they're saying he's mentally deranged, but I don't know if I buy that story either. I'll keep digging though. He'll get back down and start tapping on his computer.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Sure, you'll find out more than me.
Well, let me know if you guys are going out into the field to do any investigations. I'll try to get into the cops' mainframe to see what I can find.
Alright.
So, continuing on into the sept, you finally find O'Malley. He's got 3. How many cubs did she have?
Fuck, I don't remember.
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say O'Malley's got 2 pups that are just basically getting their feet going, tromping around, nipping at each other, playing. Then they look over at Kim and they sniff and they go, "New friend, new friend." O'Malley looks up at Bosco and sees the pup that he's got. Bosco, I didn't know that you had a child. It's not the right species, though.
Vasco's just gonna kind of look him in the eye like, you fucking shitting me right now. You know it doesn't work that way.
I know, I'm just messing with you. What can I help you out with?
I found her wandering around. I figured I would bring her to you guys.
Okay. He motions for you to set the pup down, and he'll actually shift into Lupus, and he's I can't remember. I think it's kind of a tawny, brown furred wolf with his tail wagging back and forth, being very friendly.
She growls and Bosco tries to put her down.
And he's just looks up at he looks at the pup and then looks at Bosco. And then looks back at the pup. You're attached to the bear?
He's nice.
Yes, he is nice. It's part of his nature as a Grawl.
Also, I am very tired and do not feel like walking.
Okay. Well, my name is Mac O'Malley. It does not have a deed name I can give, so I'm gonna have to come up with one later.
What tribe is he?
He's Fianna Galliard. Metis. So let's see.
Reads the stone.
Yeah. Well, Sings of the Stone would probably be more appropriate.
Yeah, Sings of the Stone, because the fucking Blarney Stone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My name is Mac O'Malley. I am known among Guru as Sings of the Stone. I am the den father of the Sept. I'm responsible for taking care of the little ones. The 2 Lupus pups jump on O'Malley's back and start pawing at him. He's furry again. He's furry again. Yay, he's furry again. These are two of Walks the Ashes pups. She has yet to give them names or had the rights performed on them, but they are friendly enough. What is your name?
I do not have one.
Well, we'll have to name you. Is there a name that you would like to be called?
She doesn't. Like, she doesn't know.
Yeah. We'll find you a worthy name. I can tell that you're a Black Fury. That's Walks the Ashes is a Black Fury as well. Do you know what your auspice is?
Does she know?
Maybe you might know when you were born exactly, and then from there we could kind of infer.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, she probably would, honestly.
It would probably be something that her mom drilled into her, which
Yeah.
is weird that then she wouldn't have a name, but yeah.
So it's up to you, really.
What phase of the moon were you born under? He'll ask that. Was the moon bright? Was it big? Oh wait, I just remembered that wolf children aren't born with their eyes open. I'm sorry.
Bosco still has no idea what's going on, because
he doesn't speak lupus.
Yeah.
He even looks up at Bosco and sees the confused look on his face and is like, we really need to develop a language where we can all speak together and have it not be English and have it be able to be spoken in our non-human forms.
Did you say that in English or in?
No, he's in lupus. He's still in lupus, so he can only speak Guru. He does have mixed morph, but he's not using it right now. Well, you're welcome in the Sept. If you need anything, you can howl for me and find me. I will typically respond to you howling my name. He then lifts up his ear. I thought I heard something. Never mind. Ever since Walks gave birth, she's been bellowing for me.
How is Us doing?
She's fine. She's still having a little bit of separation anxiety from the puppies. I'm doing my best. I'm taking 2 at a time to work on training them while she takes care of the other 2. It's a process. Eventually, she'll be able to trust me enough to where I can have the puppies with me, and when she's out doing missions for Gaia, he'll look over at the wolf pup. We've got a lot to teach you, but don't worry, you'll learn it fairly quickly. We're going to teach you about Gaia. We're going to teach you about the spirits, about the wild, the weaver, and the worm, and how the worm is a asshole, and how the weaver is a bitch. And we're going to teach you how to interact with the other supernaturals, and why vampires are bad, and why mages are tricky, and while fae are jerks, and things like that.
She'll, I guess, nod in her own way. Be like, I know very little, but I'm willing to learn anything you teach.
We're willing to teach you. After all, there's so few of us left in the world. After the apocalypse, we've had so much we've still had to do.
Out of character, yeah, there's so few of the Guru. Well, there's a Garol standing right there.
Yeah. Well, he knows that the girl can't understand him, so.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can do for you in the meantime? Find you a bed, get you some food, maybe something to drink?
She would say yes to the food and the drink.
What? Sorry, I missed that.
She would say yes to the food and the drink, but
Okay. He'll shift back into Hamid and he'll head off to get something for her. After about 5 minutes, he'll come back with a plate of meat and a bowl of water and set them down. He thinks she eats like a lupus, so
that's fair.
yeah.
She'll begrudgingly let Bosco put her on the ground and she'll just eat and drink.
Look over at Bosco. Do we have any idea who her mother is?
No idea.
Where she's from?
Nope.
She's probably only had her eyes open for 4 months now. She's going to grow quickly. We've got to make sure that she's taken care of and that she learns as much as we can teach her. And since the majority of us don't leave the steps, it's going to be up to you, Adrena, and Walks in order to make sure she's okay. Try to let Gus know too. I know that he's not a big fan of us, but even he can't say no to protecting a child.
Well, he's generally a fan of anyone who's not an idiot, so.
Well, there's examples on all sides of idiots.
This is true.
Just want to make sure that we don't lose any more children. And try to keep her away from the licks, please. I know it's a difficult task, but such things are...
Just walking in.
What?
Out of character, suddenly Mitch just comes walking in.
No, it's going to be even better because what's going on with Will's character, but we'll get into that later. It's bad enough that we had a ghoul partially living on the sept at one point. Lick will just be so much worse. But I can't say anything because of the alpha.
Wasn't Adrian the children of some point at the two pups?
No, that was Phoenix. Adrian took over protectorship when he fell in love with Waltz.
Okay. I was going to be worried about possible taint.
No, I've checked them and I've performed rites of cleansing on them. Both me and Walks the Narrows have performed rites of cleansing on them since their birth. They're perfectly fine. Speaking of which, he's gonna kneel down next to Wolf Pup. I'm gonna perform a rite of cleansing on you. Is that okay? He says this in Guru.
She nods. I'm familiar with that rite when Mother takes me off the base.
And is it intelligence or wits ritual?
I know. Hang on.
I think it's wits ritual. They'll basically explain it. The ritual we perform on everybody who enters the sept, if they've not been cleansed, to make sure that the taint of the weaver and the worm are not upon them. And he'll look over at Bosco. I'll need to perform it on you too, if that's okay.
Go forward.
Okay.
He doesn't even say what, right? He's just like, okay.
One success on the cub, which she's tiny, that works. And then, damn, total slaughter on frickin' Bosco. Bosco feels like every single orifice, every single nook and cranny of him is completely clean. So basically what he does is he takes some water and holds it and splashes it on them while chanting, and you feel vroom vroom, and you're clean. And Bosco feels super squeaky clean.
Oh, tingly.
He'll then stretch out a bit. Well, if there's anything else you guys need, and the two little lupus are like sitting down at him, or sitting down on their butts, looking up at him, going, "You need to be furry again. Be furry again. Be furry again." He just sighs and looks at Bosco. I need to play with the cubs a little bit more. It's such a daunting task to be a den mother. And he'll shift back to Lupus and start playing with the cubs again.
The Oscar is just kind of nod and say, like, wait, did you say den mother? I thought,
So now it's just you two because the den mother is now trying to keep, well, den father mother is trying to keep from being mauled by playful puppies.
what a terrible fate.
Yep.
So,
This is
what-
weird. I've got.
Hmm?
I'm just looking at Walks and Arrows, who's the master challenges and the truth catcher, and um there's no tribe.
What?
Yeah.
What's the Nero? What would they
I
even be?
think he's child of Gaia. He's
Yeah.
Yuan Ping, so he could be a Haken.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Anyway, so decent intro for now. We need to try to get her involved in some more stuff later on. Is there anything else you guys want to do while I'm still here, or did you want to try to shift to something else?
I don't know. Anything? So, I mean, by W20 rules, Cubs start off with the amount of renown they need.
Yeah.
But we may want more people for that.
Yes. The amount of renown needed to go to the Writer Challenge, but she may be still considered too young to go to the Writer Challenge.
That's fair.
I don't know what the age is for Lupus to go to that right, so I'm gonna have to look that up later as well. I'm gonna call scene for now.
Okay.
We've got more stuff to work on later on. Hopefully, we can get Kim involved in some fun stuff soon, and nothing that's gonna get her killed. So,
Yeah.
preferably.
Oh, by the way, as Bosco's trying to lead the set, she'll try and follow him.
Okay. So let's go ahead and deal with that now. Bosco, if you try to lead the sept, the lupus is going to follow you.
Bosco's gonna look down at her and say, dude, I do not understand.
She'll put her paws up on him again.
Is her tail wagging? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
she's trying to be nice.
I thought you would be more comfortable here with other brew.
She's she's in Lupus form right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll your rage to shift to Hamid.
It's with stamina primalers, the shift. I
Oh, it
think.
is? Okay, I thought it was a rage shift.
You can
I'll have to
spend a
remember
rage.
that okay, I'll have to remember that next time because in the Brew game I was using rage, like rolling my rage to shift. So, which my stamina primal urge is actually better than my rage. So.
Roll for it.
Yeah, 6.
Your first roll of the game.
Yep.
3 successes.
Okay, that
Oh, no,
means that's 4, so that's insta shift. So you insta shift from Lupus to Hamid.
My mother was killed by her own kind. I would be much more comfortable with it.
that is fair, but I point out that most of your kind try to avoid killing your own kind. Everything else is kind of fair game, but
She gives you big pouty eyes. She's 5 years old. She doesn't want to be there right now.
very well.
She holds up her arms.
He'll sigh and just lift her up again and put her on.
Are you gonna tell Mac that she's leaving with you?
Yeah, I guess that'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah. Before he's like, "Oh my God, I lost to the cub. What the hell? No, no, no."
Yeah, Bosco's just gonna yell as loud as he can, because I'm pretty sure he's got a powerful enough voice.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm taking the wolf up.
You hear, okay, you're responsible for her. Don't let her get taken by Child Protective Services or by anything woogie, and keep her away from licks.
Vampires. Okay.
You'll hear a couple of tiny howls, and then you'll hear Max say, "The Lupus pups are saying goodbye."
She'll say goodbye as well.
And oh, go ahead.
She'll say goodbye as well and we'll talk.
Come back to breed form first. Because you don't have the proper vocal cords to use wolf talk and Boomian.
Yeah, she'll probably do that.
All right. So you shift back to puppy form and howl goodbye. As you're heading out, you see Tannenbaum is gone. You hear a rustling up in the trees.
I'll look up.
See Tannenbaum's up there in a sniping position.
Are there more?
No. But be careful. I'm just keeping watch.
I've seen firsthand what they can do.
Alright. Well, the last thing we need is those things getting over here and getting onto the sept. So if I see them, I'm taking them out.
That would be advisable.
She then pulls the mag out, shakes it a bit, and then pops it back in. Incendiary rounds, just in case.
Very nice.
See you later, Bosco. Take care of the puppy dog.
I will. Care of the sept.
So you head back to Charlie's car and you guys head off.
Yep. He'll drop the car back at Charlie's place and then I don't know. I honestly don't know where Bosco lives anymore.
I thought it was at the Emerald Mother.
Okay, so first it was at the brothel.
Yeah.
He lived with Charlie, and then he's like, I don't like this Sentai or whatever I'm in. So then he moved in with Adrena. And I guess now it's the Emerald Mother.
It could still be with Adrena, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
Adrena might come home and be like, what the hell is she doing here? Damn it, I wasn't pregnant. What the hell? I'm just... that's a pretty bad channel of Julia, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah. Alright, so we'll just say that you're at the Emerald Mother. You get there and you see Bainu sitting down at the bar eating a cheeseburger.
This is the first time Bosco and Bainu have been in a scene together.
No, you've seen Bainu before.
Yeah, no, but it's the first time they've been in a scene before.
Right,
together.
that's true. He looks up and he looks over. And Kim, since you've never seen this character, well, you haven't seen many of any characters, but Um, this is a 6'5", 6'4", 17-year-old with tan skin, blazing golden hair, blue eyes, who's wearing mismatched clothing and a pair of leather gloves. Around his neck, there's a pale band of flesh. It looks like something was on there and that it hasn't seen the light of the sun in like years. He looks over at Bosco as he comes in. Hello, how are you doing, Bosco?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm having some food. Would you like some food? Who's
What
your little
sounds like-
friend?
She does not have a name.
I didn't have a name once. He'll walk over. I'm guessing she's still in puppy form.
Mhm.
He'll tentatively put this big gloved hand out in front of her. It's like the hand's probably about the size of Bosco's. Like he's wanting her to sniff him so that she knows he's okay.
She'll just kind of look at him funny.
Is she a real dog?
She is like your Uncle Charlie.
Oh, she's a big furry. Grar.
Stop.
Okay. He'll wave his hand. I'm by new. It's nice to meet you. Does she
So
speak English?
Not in this form, but stop.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you here. Is everything okay?
She kind of looks at Bosco.
But so far everything's fine.
No.
But she's
Dad's
missing-
trying not to tell me about the murders, but I've been hearing about them.
No. I knew we may need your assistance soon. You're strong, Doc.
I'm very strong. Very strong. And he was like, do you want me to show you?
Doc.
So he'll pick up Bosco if you relent.
Doc.
He actually picks up Bosco, who's holding the pup, and puts him over his head.
Pretty strong, Doc. You would make a good wrestler.
He sets him down. I'm very good at wrestling, especially one particular type of wrestling that's called sexy wrestling, but I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. But I'm also quick too. By the way, Kim, there's something about this guy that just feels weird. Like not bad weird, but good weird. It's like you want to know more about him. You want to be around him more. Surreal quality. There's something about him people can't explain.
Not a character, he's a changeling.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of figured that when I saw surreal quality pop up.
Yeah. He looks at the pup. If you need protecting, I'm very strong, and I'm very fast, and I can jump very high.
She just kind of nods.
He'll look over at Bosco. Well, just let me know when you need me to fight. And he'll clench his hands, and you guys won't be able to see what he's actually doing. But if you were enchanted, you'd see his gauntlet, his leather glove transform into a blazing gauntlet, then turn back. Can I get you guys a milkshake? The bartender makes a really good milkshake.
That sounds pretty good right now.
Okay. And he walks over to the stool and he goes, what kind do you want? I'm having chocolate.
Vanilla would probably be good. I do not know if dogs can, or wolves can have chocolate like dogs can't.
Well, maybe in her human form she can.
Maybe.
He'll order a vanilla milkshake just to be on the safe side. And it'll get made and set down on the bar. Biny will sit back down and he'll take like a handful of fries and stuff them into his mouth.
Do you want to just take the time to shift back to Hamid? Or
Nah, she's kind of sitting.
the Bosco will just like walk over to the bar and place her gently on the bar so she can drink the milkshake.
Okay. It's a really good vanilla milkshake. How old is she?
Not old. I'm not sure
Mm.
exactly how old. But
By the way, she'll eat the whipped cream, but once she tries the ice cream, she just kind of walks away from it.
I guess she doesn't like it. Maybe it's the flavor?
it's possible. She's also Welsh. She may not be used to the
Cold
sweetness.
texture things, yeah. That's
Oh.
true. Well, if you do you need a place for her to sleep? I can have her stay with Ling Liu. I promise I won't bother Ling Liu tonight.
That's his girlfriend. That is really up to her. Not
Okay,
that
if she
I can't really speak to her right now, but
well,
she can understand this. But
I'll talk to I'll see about getting a bed put in your room for her then. And he'll walk over to one of the phones and tap it up and start talking to somebody over the phone. You notice that he does one thing that he does do is he does hunch under low hanging areas where he really doesn't need to. And he's very careful about where he stands or where he sits.
just about getting banality, right?
Exactly. Fuck that shit. Then he gingerly puts the phone back down and walks back over. I'm having a bed moved into your room, Bosco, for her. A small one. Does she need a doggy bed or does she need a regular bed?
Uh, doggy bed would probably be better. Generally,
Okay.
when we fall asleep, we go back to the form we were born in.
Oh, so she's probably gonna stay in the wolfy form then. I'll
Duh.
make a change. So he goes back, changes the bed, and comes back again. I have to have a special bed because I'm so tall and so heavy.
Well, I know the feeling.
We're
Is he a
birds of
troll?
a feather. What'd you say?
Oh, she's asking if Binu is a troll, which
Oh
yes.
yeah, yes, he definitely is. He's a 17-year-old troll with the mind of an 11 year of a not even 11-year-old. I think he's like a 9-year-old. So
Does he have one dot of intelligence?
no, he's got. Wait, actually, yeah, he does have one dot of intelligence, but his wits. He's got 4 wits, so it's not like he's dumb.
Yeah,
But plus, he does
he's
have a
just
very good. He does have a very good reason for, you know, why he's this way.
it's true.
Yep, 1 intelligence, 4 wits. He'll sit back down and go back to eating his milkshake, and he'll offer the remaining vanilla milkshake to Bosco if he wants it.
Yeah, Bosco drink, will down it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go do some more training. Do you want to train?
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right. He's actually going to reach out and hand you a rose. He like conjures it and hands it to you. Where we're gonna train, you've got to be enchanted.
Okay.
Right.
Bosco will take it.
Boom, you're enchanted.
Yay.
So he then reaches down and fashions a chimerical treat for the puppy. Do you want to be enchanted too? You can come watch us train.
She'll hesitate for a second, but then she'll eat it.
Boom, you're enchanted. You now see what Bainu really looks like. Standing as an after image over the boy is a 8'5" troll with blazing golden hair, blue eyes, tusks. The leather gauntlets on his hands are rippling with some kind of energy. And oh look, you're surrounded by elves and other types of fairies as well. He'll reach his hand. Don't be afraid, it's still Bainu. You can see what I really look like now, or what Magni really looks like. We're still a little confused, trying to be one whole person.
This is the first time Bosco's ever had to look up at somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, does she
Huge
see
size having
what
motherfucker.
Bosco really is too?
What?
Does she see what Bosco's true form is too?
He doesn't have a chimerical shadow, but she would see a bit more like bear-like features on them, I'm sure. I'm not sure how that works with shifters.
I think generally they have like the same kind of after images, but like kind of faded of their other forms.
Okay. So
That's
yeah,
the way
he's,
Sean's doing it in his games, at least. So, and he knows
okay.
Changeling pretty well.
I'll allow that then. That'll work.
I'm gonna grab my charger real quick. Continue on. I'll be in the same room and all.
No problem. So Bainu's going to basically he's going to lead everybody upstairs into the freehold where there's a lot of gleaming energy and flowing shapes and thought forms and chimera running around. You know how freeholds are. Heads into the training room and he'll start stretching and bouncing up and down. And when he bounces, you can actually feel the earth shake every time he lands. Because he went from weighing about 300 pounds of solid muscle to weighing about 550 pounds of solid muscle.
That is quite a difference.
Yep. Man, could you imagine how busted this character would be if I took huge size?
Don't trolls already get like an extra bruise level?
They do. They get an extra bruise level, and they also get an extra dot of strength. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they get an extra dot of stamina if they're a grump too.
yeah.
But my new is young.
Yep. Plus, in Grump, you get an extra stamina and an extra bruise level after that, too. I think you froze. Tiger, Kim? Yeah, you froze.
See, you said we froze and then we froze like immediately afterwards.
I've got Bard's Tongue or something.
What?
I've got Bard's Tongue or something.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it's... So, get this. Last night, I'll go into it later. Just another example of people with Bard's Tongue. Anyway, so he's jumping up and down to stretch himself out and starts actually wall jumping off the walls, things like that. He's got very cat-like reflexes because that's his spec. So we can do just a gloss over training and end the scene now, just to give you something else to do, because Bainu's probably going to tire out and then go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
We'll
I'll
say
go
they have
ahead
like a wrestling match.
What?
Say they
Yeah.
have a little wrestling match.
Strength versus strength. You know, what's your strength spec?
Reserves. Strength reserves.
Okay, because he's got sure grip, so it's going to be a tough little match there.
But Bosco has a brawl spec of wrestling. So.
That's right, and he doesn't have brawl spec, so you're probably going to overcome him more often than not. All right, I guess that's going to end. Huh?
But Bainu would get the early game, but Bosco would stay in it longer.
Yeah, because he's got reserves, strength reserves, where Bosco may have a little bit of a trouble catching hold of him when he gets the upper hand, because Bainu does have Dex 4 cat-like reflexes.
Bosco has lightning reflexes. So.
Oh, well, damn. So he like darts out of the way and Bosco catches him. Like, wait, what? Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and kill the scene now. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, if we had any watchers I didn't see, for watching. This has been another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. Everybody, welcome Kim to the game. Hi, Kim. Hope that you have fun and hope that your character doesn't die too soon. Have a good night.